talking about a very nice topic, which is the life of routine, a life of boredom, and how we supposed to get out of this kind of life. Sorry. Lots of people really they are living such a bored, dull life. That is why I'm here today with you sharing some tips about how we supposed to get out of kind of that life, a life of routine, toward a beautiful life, toward a life of happiness, a life of joy, a life of pleasure. And I'm really very thankful and grateful for all of you being here on this platform. Happy to see you all. Thank you. Actually, it's a phenomena, and in these days, and even within this current time, mostly when you ask somebody about his own or her own life, will tell you life is really bored. Life is really very bad. Rarely people they can see a light of hope. Yes, of course it is natural that somebody will be bored and feel the routine of life, but at the same time that it shouldn't be a habit, because over the long history of time people got used only to certain kind of life, eating, drinking, sleeping, and enjoying other things of family, kids, marriage, and so on. Yeah, okay, that is really very good, but they're really very like a routine program, and people they don't know any other way of life and to enjoy living. Even some of the people they're just only trying to kill time, and killing time is wasting time by like talking here and there with those people, not with those people they really love them, but mainly only with anybody in order to fill the gap. And that is absolutely wrong, because you see, the time, as they're saying, the time you kill is killing you. Sorry. The time you kill is killing you. That is why we supposed to replace that term with other term, which is the time investment. The time investment. So I will invest my time if I would like to talk and have chit chat with someone. It's supposed to be with someone that I really care about, someone that will add something to my life, someone that will me myself I will add something to his life, and I will enjoy his or her own talking. But it shouldn't be only anyone, because that definitely is just going to put us also in other corner of boredom. You see, because we will be with somebody and we don't like to sit or be with them. So we have to shift that way. Mostly people they will come they will say, come, let us try kill time. That is not killing time or wasting time. You see, because by that way you are killing yourself, as I said. So the only thing that we need here is to say that let us invest our own time. You see, for also long period of time we saw someone that has nothing except seeking a partner or trying to find a partner. So once that person will find a partner, definitely will not enjoy this partnership, because definitely only he or she thought of having someone by them. You see, without realizing life is not only to find someone, but it's about qualities. You want to find somebody that he or she has certain standards that will go with yours. or at least they will be kind of harmony. So once you will be together under one roof, then there will be no more troubles, no more problems. That both of you would be able to understand each other. But finding a partner as a partner only without considering that both of you will be living there, and there will be so many issues in life that both of you want to tackle. So this is not right, you see. So people through this way, they will just be in a bored life, Also, kind of boredom is that somebody will be jobless and then will just try to find any job. Will say, no, I will land to any job. That is wrong. You see, it's supposed to be standards based on your own qualifications, your own skills, you see, and what you love to do. Otherwise, when you just get any job, you will find definitely after a certain period of time, you will get bored. And then you will say, I don't like this job, and you will complain. Or at least you will say, this salary is not enough for me, or it's not good for me, where you will put yourself in a place of dissatisfaction. You see, where job satisfaction is really very important for production, and not only for production, but also for your own self. You see, so that is why you have to be selective, seeking those jobs you can do based on your own abilities, skills, and qualifications. And that is really very important for you as a human being in order not to get bored. They're saying that love what you do so that you can do what you love, which means exactly you're supposed to love whatever you do at the current time, because that is going to lead you to do what you love. You see, so job satisfaction is really very important. If I'm jobless, I'm supposed to put certain conditions or certain standards that I'm going to find that job somewhere, and even to prepare yourself for that job, not only to go for any job. That is not right. You see, so you have your own qualifications. Go and seek that job. If you did not find, yeah, okay, no problem. Temporarily, you can go for a certain job, and then the same time you shouldn't settle down. Keep searching for what you look exactly. So even going back to that partnership, you will find some couples these days even like they're always quarrel, and they have like fightings and conflicts between each other. Why? Because there is no any harmony, as I said, and a very simple things they fight with each other, and that is not good. That is, it will affect even futurely the family. You will find some families, they have 4 or 5 kids, and then they separate. So the kids here, they will suffer because the father is somewhere and the mother is somewhere else. You see, so the kids, they will not find this parenting environment. Then their own future, it may be affected. That is why we have to be selective, and we should be sure that I don't need to get anyone that will come and knock my door that I would like to marry you. No, at least you're supposed to think of someone that really is good for you, because a partner is going to stay with you the rest of life. So you don't need in the middle of your life then to have this, what is called the middle age crisis. You don't need to have that one, because it's really very bad. It's really very bad. From the beginning, you have to be careful to select really somebody that will have kind of harmony with you, and that you can live a longer life together. But not only in 1 month or 2 months or at least 1 year or 2 years, then you will say you will separate or divorce. That is not right. That is not right. That means there is something wrong. The selection from the beginning was really wrong. If you have kind of emptiness in your life, that emptiness, you shouldn't feel it. You shouldn't feel it with someone. No, you're supposed to seek something that you really want in life, but not only a partner in order to come and fill that gap. You see, because how many families, a mother or a wife or a father will say that I lost my life with this partner for 20 years. Then there will be no use for regret. Why? Because from the beginning your selection was wrong. That is why we're supposed to be careful. Life is really very beautiful. It's not only about boredom, you see, but you feel bored because you don't know any other way of life. You don't have any new thing in your life and you don't know what is the meaning of life. That is why you feel bored. If you are doing a different thing and living a different way, definitely life, it will feel good for you. Every day is not like today. Every day is not like today. Today is not like tomorrow. You see? Now, like if we say today is Monday, next Monday it's Monday, but with a new date. You see? And there will be new incidents there. That is why we supposed to have new thinkings, new ideas. And even at least in the early morning when I wake up, I supposed to feel that it's a new day. I shouldn't wake up with the burden of yesterday. Sorry. I shouldn't wake up and have worries about yesterday. The first thing that we have to think about as appreciation and being grateful is that you are alive today. Because how many people, they slept yesterday but they did not wake up today. You see? So for you yourself, that you have been given another chance in order to live, at least you're supposed to thank that you are alive today. And not only that, but if you were able in order to go to the bathroom and get out without the help of anyone, that is a big blessing. At least we're supposed to think of that. But you don't need to put yourself in a corner where always there is complaining. You will complain about everything, and you see what is happening around you in the world, like wars over here, killing, the sickness, and so on. Then you will your life will be focused on that. Definitely you will not have a good life. You will have a bad life because all your focus is only about those complaining. And life is something really very different. So if you don't have any new ideas, or if you don't have any good feeling toward the new day, definitely your life will be bored. There will be nothing new there. Loneliness. How many person we saw, or even we know, they don't love being alone? Really. So many people. But loneliness is a chance for you in order to fall in love with yourself. Loneliness is a chance, an opportunity, a golden opportunity in order to fall in love with yourself. So don't hate to sit with yourself. Don't hate to sit with yourself. Einstein said, be a loner, because that will give you a time to wonder, to seek and search for the truth, and having curiosity that will make your life meaningful and valuable. Okay? You see, being lonely, as I said, Einstein said, being lonely, that will give you a time to wonder and seek for the truth. Having curiosity, which will make your life meaningful. So when you are alone, you will know yourself very well. And when you are alone, you will think and contemplate on the universe. That is why even when you are alone, you will know your own skills, and you will know your own weakness, and what are your strongest point in yourself. That is why you have to fall in love with yourself. And don't be afraid to stay with yourself. You see, don't be afraid to stay with yourself. Try always to be with yourself, because even like when you be afraid to be with yourself, definitely when you have someone by your own side, definitely you will be afraid in order to lose this person. You will be afraid in order to be alone. That is why you supposed to think well and to think carefully while you are alone, because being alone is really very good chance to do so many things. You see, being alone is very good things. That is why someone said, when you will be satisfied enough being by yourself, then the existence, the availability of the people in your life will be nice, and their own absence will not damage you. That's what the Arabic singer Kazim Al-Sahiri said. He said, when you will be satisfied enough being alone by yourself, then the existence and the availability of the people in your life will be nice, and their own absence will not damage you. How many people we saw in life, or we know and hear, that somebody commit suicide and killed himself or herself because their own lover passed away, or even got married to someone else, or even their family refused in order for them to be together. You see, although the first people that you're supposed to consider in your life, your parents will die and you will be alive. The soul you carry is your own soul. How could you waste your own soul for someone else? You see, that is attachment, and this is a wrong attachment. You see, Jalaluddin Ar-Rumi, he is the big sophist. He said, the Islamic sophist, he said, if you attach yourself with something that will vanish, you will vanish. But if you attach yourself with something that will survive, you will survive. You see, that is why, and he clearly indicating to what will makes you grow spiritually, not only to attach with people those whom they will vanish. You see, that is wrong attachment. Yeah, okay, you should love people, you should love a partner, but not to the point that you will feel you lost your life if this partner gone. That is totally wrong. That is not right. That is crazy. That is really crazy, because everybody, God created him unique. You see, God created everybody unique. That is why you should supposed to appreciate yourself. You see, you have to appreciate yourself. Then you have abilities, you have skills, you have talents. You have to seek all those things you are looking for. There will be no, if someone is really full bored in his life, that means there is no any challenge, there is no any ambitions, there is no any desire. Because when you think for those simple desires, that the things that you can make available in a very short period of time, then you will feel bored. But when you think big and dream high, definitely that way you will always be active and seeking for life. You see, how many persons we found them that they really afraid in order to be with themselves. They supposed to be with themselves. They don't need always to look for a friend or a lover or a partner or whatever, because being alone is a chance, as I said, even a good chance in order for you to grow spiritually and to love yourself. You need to love yourself. People, they will grow spiritually when they are alone. You see, that is why now there is meditations, and there is those yoga, and even those whom they are worshiping God. You know, it's always alone. Even like in some religion stories, so many prophets, they were alone, and in order to do something, or in order to find a certain things based on the commandments of God. That is why being alone is really a very good chance for you in order to grow spiritually. If you don't love yourself, and your own loneliness, then the existence and the availability of the people is just going to make a problem for you, because you will be thinking in order to control others. Okay, so for you feeling bored is that because you don't have something in your life, because you don't find something to do even in your life, and you don't have any challenges, you don't have any ambitions, and you don't have any talents, and you don't have any aspirations for even being somewhere. And the only thing that, also one of the things that you need to think about is reading. You see, reading. So when you keep reading and different books, I don't mean only to read a book. Even in Islam, you need, or religion, you have to read about other books. You see, not only to read the book that for the religion you belong to, or you accept that religion, but also try to find out what other people think about their own religions. You see, that will give you big ideas and will widen your own understanding for other religions. And also, if there is sects, there is so many sects and congregations in one religion, just try to find out about the other books, because this is really very good. And for you reading really any kind of books, it will open your mind. Books, it will give you sort of comfort, and it will even help you in order to grow and to find who you really are. It will help you to find your skills. It will help you in order to be greater. You see, that is why you're supposed to open your mind while you are reading books. Books, it will help you. And through the books, you will know your own talents. You will know your own things that you think about. Like if you draw, you will know drawing. If you will know something that you will invent, you will try to invent that. And also writing, or even like business administration, or even whatever, you see. So that is why even you need to stop. You need to stop the idea of you that you are really very old. No, there is nothing called old, because your age will not determine. Your age will not determine how old are you. You see, your age is only number, and which will not stop you to grow mentally. Okay? So as long you are alive, everything is really very possible. And you need to follow. You need to follow some successful people, so that you can find more about success and more about your life. You see, that is really very possible. You can follow any successful person in life. So if your life is lost, no one else will be blamed. You alone will be blamed. No one else will be blamed for that. You see, so if you like really, and you would like to have kind of life that you want, you supposed to do something different, and to forget your own routine. Try to change your habit, because this way you will be able to find a new thing in your life. Life is really possible. It's not only about bored and being bored, because there is different side of life, and that is what you're supposed to focus on. That is what I have for you. Change your mind, change your habit, you will change your future. Thank you so much. Now I will read your comments, and I will try to respond to that. Thank you. Yes, I think divorce has a negative and positive side, not just negative. Yes, of course. You see, sometimes when life is really very impossible for you, in order to live with someone, at that time you have to decide that I don't want to be with you anymore. Then you have to get divorced. Okay? Then you have to get divorced. That is really very possible. Yes, there is negative and there is positive. The negative, like, you know, especially with children, People, they have to think carefully about the children before they get divorced. This is really very important. Alaikum salam, my dear sister Lula. I'm talking today about bored life. I'm talking about bored life and the dull life where people they hate life, where people they always complain and they don't see the appreciation of God, or they don't see the blessings of God. You see, that is what I'm talking about, and they don't see any other opportunities in life. They only see the bad things in life. I don't think so. Being alone is good. Yes, it will cause, but you see, my dear, for you in order to be like, for you in order to be alone, as I said, if you don't have anything to do, especially really being alone, it's like mostly people, they will take that as a chance in order to grow spiritually. You see, now you see like yoga or those Buddhists, or even in Islam, those prophets, they were always alone in order to reach higher level. When you are alone, for you, like as a Muslim, you can read Quran, you can do some zikr, okay, alone, okay, so that you can have God power with you, okay, and then you have to believe that God will protect you, okay. So that is what you're supposed to have while you are alone. But you don't need like to have that of kind of negative thinking that you will be affected by something, as you say, the illness. Because when you have something to do, that is really very good. As I said, you can also do kind of reading, okay. You can do kind of reading. When you read books, how many people now like they read books, one book, 50 books, hundreds of books. So when you have something to do, really definitely that thing you mentioned is not going to be there, okay. Yes, thank you, my dear Sadiq. Because really I found that so many people, they don't like to be alone. As I said, even especially for females, they always think in order to find a partner. You see, the only thing that they think about is just to find a partner. They don't love to be alone, and they don't think life is something for them because they're alone. And this is really very bad. This is really very bad. That is why if you would like really to have a very good life, a very kind life, you're supposed to have a different mentality. You're supposed to have different ideas and different views. That is why from the beginning I said that mostly people, they always complain about life, and they say life is really very bored because they don't find anything new. When you ask somebody, how is life? Life is too bad. How is life? Life is not good, you see. So, and they need to find something different really about life, because they don't have anything to do in their life. That is why they think life is really very bad. No, I don't mean the love of selfishness, but what I mean is like now I'm black, okay? So I shouldn't hate my own color, that I'm black. I'm supposed to love myself, I'm a black, because that is what God made me, okay? To love yourself, that you love yourself who you really are, the way you are. If this is the way you look, you're supposed to love that way, you see? But not that kind of love which will make you selfish. No. To love yourself in a way that if you love somebody, don't have that kind of attachment, you see? You will say, okay, I love you, but okay, if you are gone from this life, you passed away, or you left me, okay, I'm here. I love myself, you see? Because I have my own soul. My own soul is not connected with someone else's soul. You see? Even in life when we find twins, okay? A twin Sometimes in life, one of the twin will die, the other one will live. Okay? Your parents, they will die, you will live. Although they brought you in this life. So you're supposed to love yourself the way you are. That is why I said, like, being alone, as I said, it is a chance for most of the people whom they are on, they think in order to invest time. Earlier I said mostly people, they would like to kill time with someone. Okay? And this is really this is not good. This is not good for you in order to, this is not good for you in order to think that way only. You know, that I have to kill my time. Killing time is not good. You have to say, I invest my time. You see, for me, myself, I always try to do things good with my own time. Like time investment. You see? So that is what you're supposed to do also. Always think of the good things that you can do for other people. Okay? Yes, as I said, yeah. It's like selfishness is something different, really. Selfishness is something different. So you don't need to kill the time and to waste the time, but try to invest your own time. And then with life, the routine life, you should always have a different approach to life. Not only that you will think same like your ancestors. Yeah, okay, take from them what is good, but don't always like just repeat and follow that without even having a different dimension of life. You see, you're supposed to think of life in a different way, because there are other so many things that you're supposed to do. Not only that I have to do this. No, there are other things. And as I said, really, for you as a human being, you're supposed to take this loneliness in order to grow spiritually. Okay? That you need to pray, you need to do, as I said, to do kind of zikr and so on. You see? So this really, it will lift you up. In addition, you can also talk to some of your friends whom are really very good, in order whom they will help you to grow. But I don't want to use like to use my own mobile, okay, in order to call anyone, that just in order to kill time and waste time. No, I don't want to do that, because if I have a leisure time, or even I have available time, this available time I suppose to use it very well, you know, to invest it very well. As I said, really a very good chance for you, in order, a golden opportunity for you in order to grow more spiritually, more mentally, is just only through you being alone. Because being alone is a chance for you in order to be with God, and to know that, to be connected spiritually. You see, because then you will only listen to the sound of God. That is how you're supposed to think. See, not to think that it will take you somewhere else. And even loving your own self is not that it will lead you in order to to be selfish. No, it's not about that. Really, it's not about that. You see, because that is something different. Okay, that is something different. Most welcome, my dear sister Lulla. May God bless you, inshallah, within these blissful days of Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr. You see, so again, I will just repeat, as I said, like to conclude, is like being in a bored life, or a life of a dull life, is that you're supposed to think differently, of life, and don't always complain about life. And when someone asks you how's life, okay, life is good, life is wonderful, because there are other things that are available over there. And you see, and to replace by saying that I would like to kill my time, say I would like to invest my time. You see, because the time you kill is killing you. Okay. And also, when somebody is looking for a partner, he or she is supposed to look for certain standards, things that he really wants really in this partner. Not only I want a partner just to fill my own gap, my own leisure time, because futurely when you will be together at home, there will be no connection. Okay, you will just run away with the mobile, trying to connect with friends or other people, while she is here, or while you are here, she will try to connect with other people, because from the beginning your own partnership was wrong. You see, that is why you're supposed to think very well. Okay. In addition, for you as a parent or even couples, always you shouldn't think that married life is everything and you don't want to do any other things in life. You can do other things in life, but you should never say that is the end of life. No, that is not, because there are other things in life that you're supposed to do, and God will bless you for that. You see, even having a wrong partner in your life, that it will make you and your own partner every day you will be in a trouble together, fighting together for a very simple, very nonsense things, because there is no any kind of connection between both of you. You see, that is why you're supposed to have really a very good connection together. Life is really very good, as I said, and life is really very beautiful, but you are feeling bored because you don't have any other things that you want to do in your life, and you don't know what is the meaning of life, and you don't know any other way in order to live life. And if you feel that every day is like tomorrow, it's not that way. But the problem is that you don't feel and you don't think the new day is a new day, a new tomorrow is a new tomorrow. Although, as I said, like today is Monday, okay, next Monday is same Monday, but it's not with the same incidents. Okay, it's not the same Monday, because it will be with another date. That is why every day we're supposed to feel the new day. If I slept yesterday with certain things in my mind, tomorrow in the early morning I supposed to wake up with different things in my mind. Okay, that is what we're supposed to do in our life. In addition, you see, is that you're supposed to love yourself, to fall in love with yourself, and don't hate to be with yourself. Okay, as I said, Einstein said, being alone, that will give you a time in order to wonder and question and to look for the truth, and then you will have the curiosity that will make your life meaningful and valuable. Okay, so when you are alone, you will know yourself very well, and when you are alone, you will know how to think and contemplate and meditate. Okay, and when you are alone, you will know your skills, and you will know what is your weakness, and you will know what is your strong points. Okay, so that is when you are alone, and even when you are alone, you will fall in love with yourself. You see, and then other people, they will love you. When you be afraid to stay with yourself, then you will be afraid that other people, they will leave you, and also you will be angry when somebody will leave you. Kazim As-Sahir, the Arabic singer, said, when you are satisfied enough with yourself, then the availability and the existence of other people in your life will be nice, and their own absence will not damage you. You see, so everyone is unique, have kind of abilities, skills, and possibilities and talents. You see, that is why you're supposed to think that of yourself. And your life is bored because you don't have any challenges, you don't have any big dreams. That is why they said, think big and dream high. Think big and dream high. You see, having like a very high desire, you see, that it will make your life meaningful. That will make your life very active. But you don't have to think only about those possible simple things which will not make your life joyful. Okay, so you only need to be yourself. So when you have someone else, that is good. But if you don't have someone, you're supposed to be enough with yourself, because you have a soul within you and you are really connected spiritually with the one who created you. If you don't love yourself and your own loneliness, then the existence of the people also will make problems for you, because you will try always to control other people. Feeling lonely and feeling bored is that you don't have new things in your life and you don't have anything to do in your life, and no challenges, no ambitions, and you don't aspire for anything. And you have to enjoy, as I said, reading books. Okay, you have to enjoy reading books, because books, it will open your mind. It will open your mind. Okay, books will open your mind and will give you more options, even to know yourself and your own skills and to find your own talents. And you have to try to find your own talents, like drawing or even writing or any kind of invention or even business management. Okay, or even if like whatever of the talent, you have to think about what are you good at, and try to forget the idea of you that now you are old. Age is only number, and you can do so many things, which is really very possible. Your mind is unlimited. Okay, and try to follow one of those successful people in anything, politics or culture or invention, and then try to inspire yourself. If your life is really lost, okay, nobody would be blamed except you. So if you want something that you really love, you're supposed to do something that you don't love, which I mean is that to change your own habits. So if you change your habits, then your life is going to be changed. And also about the jobs, you shouldn't only seek a job, but you're supposed to think about something that you really love, because one day if you land any kind of job, definitely one day you will feel dissatisfied and then you will get bored of life. You see, so that is why you're supposed always to find something that you love, because loving something that to do, definitely you will be successful. At the same time, you will not get bored, and you will have job satisfaction. Okay, and that is the most important thing in life. So try always to think differently and find other dimensions of life. Yeah, this is really those people, because it's about awareness. You see, if someone is really very well aware, will know time is really very valuable, because we are here today. Okay, because we are here today, but tomorrow we will not be here. You see, tomorrow we are alive, today we are alive, maybe tomorrow we will die, or even maybe this night we will die. So the time is really very valuable, when we're supposed to think, and we're supposed to think about that. You see, because it's all about making good things. Okay, it's all about you making good things. You see, so like even when they say if somebody is harming, doing bad things to someone, that means he's doing bad to himself, because at last he or she will die and God will question him for what he did. You see? And nothing will go like that for nothing. You see? Whatever you will do in this life, whatever you will do in this life, you will be questioned one day. If you didn't question, like at the time being, but something will happen to you, will show you that what you did is wrong to the other people. That is why we shouldn't feel that like we are in a safe place from anything. You see, God is watching. Really, this world which was created, it wasn't created for nothing. There is justice. There is justice for everything. God is watching. You see, that is why you're supposed to think really very well about anything that you want to do, especially about time investing. You see, like for me, as my father taught me, and he passed away, I pray for him, may he rest in peace. He never harmed anyone in his life. You see, he never harmed anyone in his life. So for me, as a child, for him, I will try to follow that. You see, that I will not waste my time or try to do anything in order to harm anyone. I will never do that in my life, because I know time is precious and life is precious. And life is really very good. I have to do always good things. You see? But for someone who doesn't know the value of life, that is what he or she will do, because will think that he or she away from God. We are all under the mercy of God, whoever he is or whoever he is or she is. We are all under the mercy of God. You see, you will not reach that sky and be above the sky, and you will not burn. You will not be burned on air. You will go down. You will go down under the earth. So having that feeling of humanity, the feeling of goodness, that what will make you always to think in order to help people, not only to do something bad for them or to do something bad even for yourself as a human being. Okay? And that is the main trust of God. Okay? That is the main trust. And I do remember really Washington Denzel, he said, everything you want to do in life, put God first. Washington Denzel, the American actor, he said, whatever you want to do in life, put God first. And he said, I'm really very grateful for God, not only for what I have now in my life, but also for what he kept for me in the future as a good things that I have to reach. You see, that is why we're supposed to think carefully really about time, because life is precious. When you will be given this time on earth, you will be given in order to invest it well. It's the same way like the paper that we will be given. You see, the paper that we will be given, okay? The paper that we will be given is like that. You see, it's like that. The paper that you will be given, okay? As I said, paper that you will be given on exams, you will try to invest this time very well. You see, you will try to invest it really very well, because you know you have 2 hours or 3 hours, then you have to answer all the questions. That is the same way with life. As I said, today we are here, but we don't know tomorrow we will be here or not. So if I don't know I'm going to leave for tomorrow, so why should I do something bad with my own time? You see? So that is really very good question you're supposed to ask yourself, that I have to always focus on doing the good things, not only to do the bad things, and especially with time investment. Yes, why not? You can. Yes, why not? You can, my dear. You can join me if you would like. Okay, I can bring you on to say something. You are most welcome, dear Mr. Marwan. God bless you. And thank everyone who joined me here today, sharing these simple ideas and tips about a very good life and a beautiful life. How we supposed to change our life and always to think differently about other things in life we want to do. Sorry. We are talking today about the beautiful life, not that life of you being bored, that life where you hate life and always complain about life, because in life there are so many other things in life and we're supposed to think about those good things in life. You see? Yes, dear Marwan, come on, you said you would like to join me. You are welcome to share some ideas with me, no problem. Let me see if I can bring you on. It's really very important. As I said, these days really are really very good days in order to invest them, especially the availability of time. With this time we can do so many things we have, especially